it is no small statement to say that my job could well hinge on the result of today's video. We're not back for the domestic season finale. That's already happened, and I'll explain in a minute. We are back for the Europa League final, and we're taking on an old foe. That's right, everyone. It is Porto in the Europa League. But you're probably sat there wondering, what happened in the league, Mike? What happened to Parma? What happened to potentially finishing in the top four? My dear friends. I like to think that you're all my friends because I'm going to need that sort of friendly support right now because we absolutely ballsed it up is the best way I can put it. We did have, let's not mince words here, we did have a bit of a difficult end to the end of the season. Okay, we had Atalanta away from home. We should have won that game, in all fairness. They had one chance, they scored it, and we didn't put the ball away. Sassuolo, when I played them with a form team in the league, they'd literally just beaten a lot of the big teams. We got a 2-2 there. Probably, again, maybe should have won the game, really. Just got 2 counter-attacks. And then I rested up the entire team for Parma because by that stage, there was no way we were going to qualify for the top 6. So, as it stands, we're in the Europa League 2 for next year. That is if I am here when that happens. Or we could be in the Champions League if and only if we beat Porto. And it may also be the only thing that saves my job. I'm currently on a D. The board are disappointed in my management. I get the impression that if I win the Europa League and qualify for the Champions League, all will be forgiven. All will be forgiven. Maybe. Because technically that's better than qualifying for the Europa League. So, surely. You're also probably thinking, he hasn't changed his shirt in 3 episodes. What a grubby sausage. I mean, that's probably not the best phrasing. Who wants a grubby sausage? Make all the euphemisms you want. I will not be any part of it. Nope, I'm a new man. I'm also trying to hide behind the tears of the fact that Devin Ronch unfortunately will not be playing today. He is injured for the game, which means that a lot of pressure falls on the young shoulders of Gianluca Fiorenza. I mean, it would help if I could say his name. Other than him, though, we have a fully fit squad to pick from, which means that it is the first team, including Juranovic, who finally got off the mark in his last game of the season against Parma. Everyone else got rested, but I decided I would play him, see if I could get him a goal. He got one. That is the most important thing. And with that in mind then, potentially for maybe the last time as boss of Fiorentina, our lineup is this. Campos in goal, Hickey, Basir, Kabak, and Fiorenza make up the back four. Luis, McKendy, and Crescent are in the middle, with Trincao in support of Chimiti and Juranovic. We are favourites. I told the boys we're favourites in a team meeting. You can imagine how well that went down, by the way. Absolutely horrific. They've made 8 changes to their starting lineup, so obviously they know as well what an important game this is, and we played them so many times in the save. Obviously, when I was manager of Sporting, they've won 4 of their last 5 games. Like I say, the fans have been fantastic for us. They're the ones that we should go out there and win it for. No one cares. There's no loyalty in football. Pretty sure we're all aware of that right now. Right, well, we'll have a quick look at Porto before the game actually kicks off. But please note that I am going attacking right from the start. There's no messing around here. Let's have a look at their team then. So their left back is Giuseppe Pizzella. I mean, he's not quite as good as Hickey, so I think we can probably get away with that. They've got Castillo in goal. I mean, they always have a really good academy, Porto. He looks pretty decent, which is irritating. Are there any players I recognise? I know Fran Beltran. Is that... Oh no, is that Takefusa Kubo? He's very good. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Gonna have to watch out for him. They got Heung-min Son. Bloody hell. How old is he? 34. Well, I mean, he roast Hickey down the left, then we're gonna have issues. Paulinho, player I know very well, very good footballer. Apparently their danger man is this boy, Sekou Koita, who has got 17 goals in 36 appearances, but he's played at 7.43 overall. He does look very good. On paper, we're better, which worries me, because that usually means that we're not going to win. But we will see. We're off and underway in the Europa League final. It's another chance to tick off a trophy in the matching Mourinho Quest. Should we call it a quest? Let's call it a quest. This is massive for me. It's not often that I'm going to get to Europa League finals, so it's very important that when I get there, I try and win it. So far, though, pretty boring. 20 minutes in, nothing. Lots of shots being hit off, but just no highlights of any variety. They've got one of their centre-backs already on a yellow, Kalinic. So if I can get the boys up front up against him, maybe we can be in with a bit of business here. I've told the boys I've demanded more. Again, this has been a very boring final. I can't tell if they've come here to park up the bus or if we're just not playing that well. We've had more shots, but we've not really done anything with it. Now the first highlight is McKennie hits over the top for Juranovic. First touch. If it fallen to Chimita, we'd be 1-0 up. In form Juranovic, that's 1-0 all day, every day. Last year Juranovic, that's 1-0 every day of the week. We've had one real chance and we've missed it. As Sun whips in a corner, they've headed it on. Sekou Koita from the corner has headed it in. Oh, you are kidding me. I mean, I couldn't even get to half-time at 0-0. Campo comes for it. He doesn't get anywhere near it. Absolutely nowhere near it. It's been a final of little highlights and we're 1-0 down. I'm going to throw the water bottle. I'm not happy. As you can imagine, we should be playing so much better. We should be so much better than this. This is so poor. Trincao, he always turns up in the big games most of the time. Fiorentina, I'm going to make him a fullback and get him on support, maybe rather than the wing back. Let's just see how we go for the first 10 minutes of the second half. Just see how it progresses, but I am not afraid to make changes if necessary. The fact there's a highlight already excites me. As Quissance gets on the ball, knocks it down the line towards Chimiti. He'll definitely want to score against Porto. Being a Portuguese player, a Sporting Lisbon youngster at heart, he'll be dying to score a goal in this game as McKennie does brilliantly there to win the ball back. Moves it nicely. Quissance into Chimiti. If anyone was going to do it, it was always going to be Yusuf Chimiti. It's 1-1. Get in. Come on. This is not over. Yes, boys. The patient football is brilliant. McKennie is dominating the game now. He's making it his own. As Florentino Luis, this ball from Quissance is superb. Pinpoint. And we know he loves that finish. He puts the goalie the wrong way. It's a great finish. We deserve that if you look at the XG. It's been a relatively even game and an even scoreline right now. Good. Well done. Come on. Alright, okay. Trincao's not played very well today. He's had his chance. He is coming off. On comes Fuentes. He scored a big goal before for me. I need him to score again. He's been getting gradually better the more I play him, and I need him to turn up and do a big moment now. Someone can write themselves into folklore at this club. This is only the second Europa League or UEFA Cup final that Fiorentina have ever been in. There's a chance to make history for these boys as Chimiti doesn't quite do enough there, but at least he's won the ball back. Oh, that's brilliant for me. Whips it in. Fuentes is there now! Fuentes! It's only his second goal for the club, but that is magic. Genius from Fuentes. Genius from Chimiti. It's just sheer desire from both parties here. Desire from Chimiti. Rides the tackle. Great left-footed ball in, and Fuentes gambles. He gets in there before the goalkeeper. I'm a tactical genius. Get in. Unbelievable. Turn around. Every now and then pull together a free kick and they score it, no doubt. Takefusa Kubo. Hate him. I mean, Campo should save that. He gets his hand to it. If you get your hand to it, you save it. Unbelievable. McKendie's tired. Kel Surprise. 4 minutes of added on time. Don't let this go to penalties. I've been knocked out in extra time before. I can't do it again. We're going to say, come on, boys. We've been the better team. Don't let this slip away. Big games are for big players, and they don't come much bigger than Paul Pogba. Off comes McKennie. Pogba comes on. I'm also going to take Quissance off. That midfield needs to be solid as a rock. So on comes Marco Canna as well. The big players have turned up. Kubo's turned up. And so is Chimiti. Koita's turned up. The only player that hasn't is Juranovic. Which doesn't surprise me this year because he's been pretty crap the whole way through. He's not going to last it. Claudio Lamazza comes on as my last change. The last throw of the dice. Claudio Lamazza comes on. Can he make himself a hero? Half time and extra time. No highlights. It's immensely tense. You'd argue that we probably, in terms of stats, deserve to win, but it's been a very even game. But there is a highlight. I mean, if Basia had been responsible for that, I would have cried, I think. And I would have just packed up. We never would have had another episode again. 1 minute of add-on time. The Europa League final is going to penalties. I've got Chimiti, I've got Pogba, I've got a number of players that can take a pen. I've also got a load of players that can't take a pen. Penalties are a lottery. What will be, what will be. But to say to the boys, I've just got faith. You can do this. Penalties, viewers, to decide the Europa League. Chimiti, Sporting, born and bred, steps up. He's always misses pens when they matter. He always misses them when they matter. He's such a bottle job. Son scores. Well, he's Pogba. I mean, this, if ever someone was going to miss, this is definitely going to miss. Pogba. Oh, okay, well done. Fair play, mate. Good finish. Come on, Campo. I've seen you save pens before, and I need you to do it now. Araujo against Campo. Buries it. Goes the wrong side. My right back, Fiorentina. It's a lot of pressure on a young man's shoulders. He's missed. We need, really, Gonzalo Plata to miss this. Campo dies the right way. Who cares that he dies the right way? Obviously. And now Florentino Luis, if he doesn't score, it's the end of the fight. We already know it's over. We all know it's over, don't we, really? Let's be fair here. Because when has my goalkeeper ever really made a save when it matters? Florentino Luis can't even finish it. We've missed 3 pens out of 4. It's a joke. Just told him I'm not happy. I'm not happy. We let the fans down. I've let myself down. Boz revels in beating Munch. Well, you need to get out more, mate. And the important thing to know now, viewers, is that I resign. I resign from Fiorentina. I've made the executive decision. I was going to resign if I lost the final. And I have. Jose Mourinho, ironically, is now favourite to take over as manager of Fiorentina. I have a lot of time to sit back here and work this out. I mean, the Leipzig job would be so good. But it's not part of matching Mourinho. But the Leipzig job would be perfect for me. I love that sort of football. Elche have been relegated from the Spanish First Division. Maybe I just need to see what's going on everywhere else. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Manchester United, insecure. His position is insecure. I can't, unfortunately, declare my interest in the job. But watch this space. I am on the lookout for a brand new club. And I don't really have that much time. I need to find something. Is it worth going to Leipzig and taking that gamble to see maybe if I can win the European competition there? I don't even think we're in European competition. Could I go to Monaco? Are they in a continental competition? Monaco are in a European competition. It wouldn't be a domestic trophy, but it would be another shot at the Europa League. I'm going to apply for it just because I can. Whether I take it or not is another matter entirely. Obviously, if I could, I would get a job in the Premier League or in Spain as part of the matching Mourinho culture and part of the challenge. I've already ticked off the Serie A, but, you know, I didn't win the cup. So at some stage, I have to go back and win the cup. As it is, my stay with Viola and Fiorentina has come to an end. I let them down in that last season. We weren't in the European figure. So it makes sense to move. There's going to be players that I'm going to miss. There's some legends that we made at that ground. Despite the fact he had a poor year. Mislav Janko Juranovic is still one of my favourite players I've ever had. Obviously, you've got Yusuf Chimiti, who speaks for himself. And we brought in a lot of players that I think we're going to do a lot of good. But there's no point in me being there if I can't win any of the tournaments that I need to. And staying there just for the cup doesn't seem worth it. I don't think I'm going to do the challenge. At this rate, I'm going to have a really, really successful stint somewhere. But where that is, I do not know. Let me know what you think in the comment section about what our next move should be. It's tough. Really, really tough. And that was a tough one to take. If I won the Europa League, I'd be absolutely ecstatic and I would have stayed. But because I didn't, and we didn't qualify for the Europa League again next year, it's not an option to say. It's just not an option. So there you go. Regardless of what happens, we will be at a different team come the end or come the start of the next episode. Maybe we won't be. Maybe I'll be unemployed. Who knows? It's going to be a long summer and there's plenty for me to get stuck into. All I can say is I'm sorry I couldn't win it, although I don't really know what much more we could have done. But thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course you have, and please do like, share and subscribe. Matching Mourinho will continue so I can try and walk in the footsteps of that great man there. Until I see you again, take care of yourselves everyone and stay cool.